Hi, my name is Rick Tay, and that's me on the bottom right there. I'm pretty shy, and, that's pretty much the true self. I went to an international school. I grew up in Singapore, and part of identity was really sponging up the cultures of my friends and nationalities and all that. And I am Chinese, so I have to have a picture of me as a doctor. That's pretty important here. My parents are in pharmaceuticals and medicine, but I definitely was the crazy one because this is what I do. No, I am an actor, and I did choose that path because growing up, I had a lot of trouble thinking of things as black and white and right and wrong. I really need to find some color for my mental health. And so if I was being called crazy, I didn't care because it meant a lot to me. I had some relative success. This is 2012, one of the films that I did. Done a bunch of features and some TV shows like Dead Zone and Dark Angel and such. One of the highlights of my career was Godivas. It was a Canadian TV series for which I was a series regular, and it was a highlight for many reasons. I think the biggest thing was about, it had a theme about finding family through friends and building life's moments that way. And this was the cast and part of the production team that I was very close to and very proud of. And one of my mentors once said that the three Ps, pay, pleasure, prestige, and I certainly was lucky and to get that in terms of a Leo Award. There was a Gemini nomination and all that, so I was. This was just for my parents, by the way. I felt like that I had to prove myself in some ways. And so that's kind of the direction I went. But what happened was I noticed that, I was so lucky with being rewarded with such a career, which I worked pretty hard for. I noticed that there weren't enough roles for Asian actors. And I kind of went into a problem-solving mode. I kind of said, okay, why? So I started directing. That's me as an actor acting like I'm directing. So I just kind of tried it. But I did start a directing career in my first love as in musical theater, which I went to theater school for. Those are some of my projects: Falsettos, Baby, Company, and Flower Drum Song, all different parts of what I learned about myself. Again, the theme is building families from moments. And then I thought, why not try be a writer? So this is me acting like I'm a writer. I figured at this point in my life too, I felt like there was a lot of input that I was blessed with living my life, and so I just thought it's time for output, time to share my stories and what I think about the world, and that's my brain on the floor. That's a script that I was working on. That's kind of how I write. It's a little, it's actually really ordered, and that's part of the doctor, left brain thing. But anyways, this is Buddha Brothers. And this is a project that got some initial financing from Telefilm, and it's about an immigrant family that lives in a fantastical world where they have to work for a 8-foot-tall giant who lives in a mountaintop, and learning to balance inner peace with that cruelty of a tyrant. This is Walk the Dog. It's a short film that I did. And it's about a girl walking through a park with her misogynistic boyfriend. Walk the dog. And this is Maku Chow Massage. This is my naughty side coming out. I was thinking, hey, what if a ESL student had moonlights as an escort or something? And then he has hidden camera footage of all his clients, and so I thought I'd just write it all. It's fiction, I promise. It's and which leads to John Applejack, which is I'm very proud of. It's a feature film that we shot last year, and we're in post-production now for, and it's a classic romantic comedy, and it's a East and West come together, and that's kind of a dream of mine to find those two, find harmony in that, find that balance. This is one of my favorite pictures ever. Probably you don't care, but the reason is it's really, for me, it's a bunch of scripts on a table, but it meant a lot to me because it's always about finding new families with a new project, and being inspired by them and learning from different artists that are way more creative than me at most of the times. This is My Name is Alice, which is the show that I'm directing right now, which will be, it's a musical review, empowering, celebrating women and my love for them. And this is me enjoying a beer. Because out of all that seriousness that I just talked about, I feel that it still is about inner peace and at the end of the day, taking out the fantasy life and the math and science, right and wrong, black, white, and all that. I think we capture those moments and through friendships and family, and that's how we build our identity. And to my parents, it's just about doing the best we can for what we've been blessed with.